What's up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Right nearly. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it copacetic because I like this certain energy that's coming from YouTube right now. You know, listening to niggas that's older homies. You know what I mean, on the Crips, right? Uh, and taking that energy. You know what I mean, and putting it into play where I'm at. You feel what I'm saying? I just got done looking at Nina Boy again. And motherfucker probably think like, oh, Nikos was talking crazy to Nina Boy and this, that, and the third. But not actually, bro. I wasn't talking crazy to him. I was talking to that nigga about a nigga that he know, a nigga that probably paid him, you know what I mean, to say certain shit or try to, you know what I mean, say this, that, and the third about a situation. A motherfucker can miss me with any talk about a certain female because that's just there to be used as a kryptonite. But it ain't, because I feel like if a person is living, then I'm not mad about that. Everybody know that when it comes to the game, you have to, if you call yourself in this pimp game, you have to have the stubbornness of a slave master. Hmm. Now you seen on the slave ship how them girls was fighting. The slave master, the people that was carrying them as cargo was trying to have their way with them. You know what I mean? So you dealing with a black bitch, bitch, get your ass in there and have sex with that white man. We in a different day and age, bro, because communication was the level of the reason why they beat the language out of it. So we in a different day and age, but you still have to, as long as people know that that kind of shit existed in our past, it's still gonna be, a kill you nigga. I'm gonna kill you nigga. It's still gonna have to be um thought of just like how I'm speaking on it, because it exists. This type of shit exists so much in the state capitals, bigger than you think that it does. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story that you probably already know. Where is the most racialist places where the most racial activity goes down? I'm gonna tell you, at the courthouse. The courthouse, that's where the most racial activity goes down. You know what I mean? Even if it's a black judge here or a black DA over here, you know what I mean? You got black lawyers and all kind of shit. They know the base of that place is slavery. They know the base of that place is the auction blocks. It's like, bro, you know what I mean? It's like one time I was on probation. I was on probation about a domestic because me and my girl got into it. And basically, I was going into the probation thing, and the secretary, I was like, I'm such and such and such and such, and I'm here to see my probation officer. So I like turn around, but then I make a quick turn back around, and you know how somebody could pick up the phone and think a motherfucker done walked all the way off, but I'm kind of pacing. I like hit a quick U and turn back around. She like such and such and such and such, and one of them is a nigger. Now this is the motherfucking secretary that worked for these same probation officers, these same court clerks, these same judges. You know what I mean? Sure enough, the motherfucking lady come out. The lady, which was an Asian lady or some type of Mexican lady or something, and a black man. as my probation officer, such and such and such and such, and one of them is a nigger. Now I'm hearing this, right, nigga, this is right 2000, maybe 10. Man, it's somewhere in like 2010. I mean, this ain't no long time ago, nigga. I'm only 37. You feel what I'm saying? But they know who they was dealing with when they was dealing with me. They dealing with a nigga that they know was played a factor in some shit that came out racial, and some knowledge came out about the Aryans. And what happened is a lot of the Crips, you know what I mean, dove head first into the situation about the fade, the fade type shit, you know what I mean, that kind of shit, you know what I mean, the sleep shit, you know what I mean, rumors that the ABs was having something, you know what I mean, on the sleep level to Bill Cosby and shit. We ain't gonna sugarcoat shit, homie. We not gonna sugarcoat. We not gonna take some shit water out of the toilet and put sugar in it and make it Coca-Cola, homie. We not gonna do that. But that's what they got going on. That's what they got going on. So, you know what I mean? When I was kicking it when y'all seen me kicking it with Nina Boy, and I was telling him about this bitch ass nigga, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna act, bro, like these niggas is not playing cops and robbers, bro. I'm not gonna act like this nigga that you may have received a phone call from is not the type of nigga that will put slavery on another black man through a white woman, through another race woman. You know what I mean? When I done been through all that, and I still go through discrimination because the system and other white people, they know who I am. You know what I mean? They know that this didn't happen before. Now, we all right with each other. We're not tripping with each other. But they know that this shit still happens. So it's a presence there. It's tiger and lion. Like, I'm the lion. I look. Is it barbecue or mildew? They looking. Is it barbecue or mildew? You know what I mean? Yeah, man, and it's just a thought. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. You know, like shit like that. And it's crazy, man, because one thing that I do get tired of, that I have problems with, I have problems with the women, because that sense, I love the ladies, you know what I mean, white, Asian, Mexican, you know what I mean, but I'm still not gonna not play my part in what I know that I supposed to be, like the way that I supposed to be about certain shit. Being a chief commander, the Crips and Bloods, where I'm at, homie, where I'm at. You could say whatever you want to say where you at about, man, that sound like some Buster shit, but it's still the truth. A motherfucker that's a spiritual leader, a talesman, you know what I mean, somewhat of a guru to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Looked upon for certain things, like what's the scenario, big homie, or what's the scenario, little homie? You know what I mean? What's the word, black man? You know what I mean? So when a motherfucker known like that, and I know I'm like that, homie. I know I'm like that, but I try to stay away from all kind of racial shit. But it's just the fact, when you do shit physically, when you're physically doing shit that's consistent around Aryan literature, you know what I mean? And I ain't talking about Hitler and them overseas. You know, I'm talking about the prison motherfuckers that formed defense lines against the niggas that would jump on them. And see, that wasn't even me. I wasn't a nigga that would jump on them. You know what I mean? The police destroyed the situation because they knew that if they did certain shit, it would start something with them. Because they really ain't did shit to me. The ABs really didn't do shit to me, homie. But it was rumors. You know what I mean? That motherfuckers was saying that rumors had, you know, so being a nigga that constructed down through there, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat a nigga that is the type of motherfucker that his style is to eliminate motherfuckers that's my diehard homies because they have a belief in a motherfucker, especially on the level of being a black man, a righteous black man, a man that is a abolitionist towards his people, a man that if he got it, he gonna give it, especially when it's, you know, they ain't paying me. You know what I mean? It's so much like, man, the car, that speaks for itself. The car, it speaks for itself. Dig that. Hold on, let me see if I can dig it up. I know where I gotta go to get that. I probably need to go directly in there. So, like, it's like the type of nigga that'll send a white woman to slap you in the face, and if you try to defend yourself, what that's gonna do? Make a Rosewood or something happen, fool. Not just because she white, because she white and she law enforcement too. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no way around that, nigga. Man, just in case you don't believe, they coming to get this guy. It's the sheriff. Yeah, I'm Nico's. Yeah, for sure. That just in case that Ford Explorer that they riding around in, around in, you see that that's a sheriff. You see if he riding around in there, he did that like cops and robbers, bro. But on the level of being a cop robbing somebody through the court system, straight up and down. It's like all this extra little old AB activity. That's where that shit came from, bro. That's the reason why we did that. That's the reason why we did that. So you bitch ass niggas that is involved with that, cuz it's a fact about that, cuz. It's a fact about that. That's what you standing on, homie. That's what you standing on. When you do that, you standing on that. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you're standing on. And I can't lie, man. I can't sugarcoat shit. That's what you standing on. The ground, the fucking situation about that is that, homie. Now we gonna get some get back at you, black ass motherfuckers. Now we gonna get some get back at you. You was the nigga that was involved. And Rich, I really wasn't. You know what I told the homies? I told the homies, give them white boys a fair one. I said, give them a fair one with kind of the equal size difference. You know what I mean? That's what I'm on. Or they ain't got to be the same size, but make it a fair one. You feel what I'm saying? We don't need them saying that we cheated them when they being persecuted for people saying that they cheated us. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give a fuck. And coming from Crip to Crip, homie. Crip to Crip, homie. Crip to Crip, homie. Real life. And you know that's what. You know what I mean? So on the level of that, you know what I mean? When I'm speaking on that, I'm speaking about a certain individual. I have the right to feel like I am even by exposing that nigga for being the way that he is, because the way that he is gonna stand out. It's gonna stand out, homie. That shit stand out. It stand out. That shit, it does. Cause it's always, hey, and he be willing to call your nephew, your little cousins or something while they 15, 12, and 9 and shit, and have them go make noise and while I'm trying to record in the studio or something. You feel what I'm saying? Sending these motherfuckers over here that will poison a motherfucker and euthanize somebody through food and have they payment food. Have they payment DoorDash, but them is the same motherfuckers that will euthanize a motherfucker's mama, homie. That's what I'm talking about. And if you can't understand what I don't like about dude, if you can't understand what I don't like about that dude, then there's something wrong with you. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's really the truth too. Understand me, man. Understand me, because that's some real shit what I just said too. You know what I mean? Yeah. To they payment, DoorDash type shit. You know, go make noise, dribble, yeah, there ain't nothing, and they getting paid. And there's some white folks involved. The same type of white folks that would euthanize a motherfucker through some food. And that's period, point blank. Why you so concerned about your looks and shit? You know, and homie, I know specifically, maybe so, but think about that. Think about what I just told you, the danger of that. Now, me telling you what I just told you about that same nigga, you feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Think about that, homie, because that's some real shit what I just told you on my mama. Heart to heart, cuz. Crip to crip, cuz.